Hello and welcome back to another episode of Lisa's Little Critters. Sorry that I haven't videoed in a while. I'm trying to get back on a regular schedule. I've been working on critter projects and that's why I haven't done videos. This is, as promised, one of my other tree houses. I will do one more video of the old oak hollow that I just finished. But for this tree house, it was made out of an Easter tree that slotted together, and it was flat and it was white. And I slotted it together, as you will see on the base. I'm going to scoot forward, so hang on a minute. Okay, as you see on the base, you see how it has four corners that come out here and here, and then back around to the front. Okay. And then what I did, and you can probably see better, I don't want to make anybody dizzy on the back, but you'll see that there are a couple little gaps here and there. In order to make it flat, I had to build it up, and I built it up with paper towel and then wrapped painter's tape around the branches and the paper towel, and then I just went outside my house and I collected all kinds of bark. We have a pine tree that was dying and there was lots of opportunity there. And what I do, any twigs or things that I use, acorns, pine cones, I put them in the oven on, like 300, and you cook them on a cookie sheet. Of course, I cover the cookie sheet with foil for about 15 minutes is all it takes. I keep checking it, and it'll kill any little bugs or mites or anything that might be on. Okay, now we're going to go down and take a look. And here's Mrs. Squirrel, and she got an acorn teapot and a little stump there. And she's getting ready to serve tea to her family. The little door and the little window, I copied off the window that's in the little cozy cottage. I just made a template, and the door and the window are actually just paper. And then I added the little twig above the window and around the door frame. The flowers are just little vines and tiny flowers that I picked up here and there at the Dollar Tree or whatever, and so are the mushrooms. Then we've got acorn birdhouses, and going around the back, I did landscape all the way around on this house because I just thought it looked so nice. And what it's sitting on was actually a game board that, again, I got out of the Goodwill outlet, and this is actual fungus that was on the tree, as you see here. Now, I've got little brother, and he's sitting, and he's kind of falling over here. Maybe I can get him to sit up a little bit in his hammock, and that's where he sleeps. And again, those hammocks are made out of the wired burlap ribbon. They are so easy to do, and they are so much fun. Then we've got little sister, and she's in some kind of a pod. It was green, as you'll see up here as I turn it. You see how bright green it was? Looked like a pear maybe, and it was a child's toy of some sort. But I covered it with paper. Hobby Lobby has brown paper that I use a lot. It has like a bark finish. It's in one of their specialty papers. And I just covered this bright green pear thing, and it had the little opening, and I just put, vines around it. It's a perfect little place for her. Now up here further, and I think I'm going to stand up. Okay, here are the little squirrels' nest, the baby squirrels. They, of course, came as a set, and I made them a little nest. That was going to be a bedroom originally, but I realized it was way too small, and there wasn't any more room. The roof is made out of pine cones, that just the little, you know, clips off the pine cones, and I made the little roof. And I tell you a funny story. When the babies were coming, I called my daughter. I'd gotten a text that they were on their way. They were going to be delivered, and I called my daughter and I said, Mother Squirrel is in labor. The babies are coming today. And then when they came, I called her. I said, the babies are here. They were delivered, and they are all in great shape. And they each have their little bottle. Then way up at the top of the tree, and I couldn't even get him in originally, was Papa Squirrel. He is in like a crow's nest at the top. I made with little twigs and twine and, you know, just little things I could find. And he has a staff. He has his own little cane, and he has the binoculars. And he alerts if he sees any trouble. He lets them know down below. So that's the tree house. That's the third tree house. I mean, I guess I really love tree houses. Now, I was going to show you something else. I'm going to move this back a little bit. Oh, and there they went. Oh, well. I got a set of cats, and let me, here, we can do it this way. And this is, they are Fisher cats. But what I wanted to show you is that they came naked. They also did not have whiskers, and you see they do have whiskers now, and they also did not have tails. And this is just gray chenille like pipe cleaner, only it's the fat kind. And I made these little outfits. They were in pretty rough shape, and you can still see Father's ears are not good. But when you have a critter like that, you can thread fishing line on a needle, and you will see where their whiskers were. There's little holes on each side of their muzzle, and it's not real easy, but it can be done. And you just shove the needle through and pull it, and then when you get all the way to the other side, you just cut it, and you'll have the whiskers. You double the line, you know, so you have it two. And it makes really nice whiskers. And like I said, the chenille, if you look at them when they're naked, they have a place where the tail is. Now, sometimes part of the tail's in there. And you can't really pull it out because there is, like, you know, it's bigger so it won't come out, but you can push it in. So I usually push it in and then put hot glue, and then these tails will go right into the hole, and they will hold very well. The other thing that I've made recently that I haven't shown in a video is my telephone booth. I have worked very hard on this. This was some kind of micro machine garage that it actually pulled up the top and got taller. So I got it taller, and I really had to work on this building. It has a lot of like little issues. I found the door on another toy, and then I'm going to tilt this up to the light without glare. I made the telephone out of a piece of wood and a round button, and then white paper. I have a tiny little hole punch, and I punched the holes to make, I'm trying to get the light, there, punch the holes to make the buttons, and I put silver on the little coin box, and the handle, you know, the phone part is just made out of 2 little cups and a piece of wire. I put a little seed in there, and I also, if you can see, a little Yellow Pages book is hanging inside the telephone booth. Now, for all those of you that you'd hardly ever see one anymore, Calico Critters has a police box that's blue, but since this came blue, I just made it my telephone booth and did the best I could with it. And it's not perfect, but I really was pleased with it, especially the door took me forever to figure out. But anyway, that's my video for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have lots of new projects that I've worked on. We'll do Old Oak Hollow next, and then we'll go from there. And I hope you have a wonderful day. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And please subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.